Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to a second episode of Surviving the Aftermath. I decided I wanted to play a little bit more of this, mostly because in my sort of initial video we didn't really get to see any of this sort of mid to late game stuff. You know, it was just a 40-minute video. We hadn't really done all that much at all, and I wanted to go through this exploration system a little bit more, where we have a look around the map and find some research, because that seems quite fun. And I also wanted to see what some of these catastrophes are that can happen, because we haven't encountered any of those yet. So let's play on a little bit and try and get further into the game. Now also, I remember when setting the game up that it mentioned something about bandits, and I think the possibility of raids. However, I haven't seen any weapons anywhere, so I'm not even sure if that is a thing. I guess we will find out though. Let's go ahead and unpause, and we'll try and build up our infrastructure. We'll try and get some resources stockpiled. One thing with these games that I always find is one of the most interesting balancing acts. If you take on too many new people too quickly, you often don't have the infrastructure to deal with them. You might not have enough housing, you may not have enough food and water, you may not have enough clothing, and essentially you start going into a downward spiral because people start getting ill or dying, or they get unhappy and stuff like that. On the other hand, if you don't take in enough people quickly enough, you can end up in this situation where you simply don't have enough people to operate all of the buildings. And this becomes more and more important as your colony grows, because you need more haulers, you need more people working farms, you need more people, running the individual buildings and gathering resources. So, yeah, it's definitely an important thing to balance. We've depleted a deposit of planks. You've still got another couple of plank deposits there. We could do with some more concrete, actually. Are there any concrete deposits close to us? Not really. There's a large concrete ruin there. I think I'm actually going to move this work area of this one and move it over here, because if we put the work area here, we cover some concrete and a lot of plank. So that's probably a decent place to be. Concrete is certainly our bottleneck at the moment in terms of production. We are still waiting for you. We're going to go and grab some science points. Now, we did have a very brief look at the tech tree at the end of the last video. I'm not necessarily sure that I want to jump straight into grabbing any of these things. I think a lot of this is going to be very dependent on what we need at the time, although food is always certainly a problem early on. We'll see how quickly we gain science points. I guess that's the important thing here. But yeah, food could potentially be an issue. Also water. We know we do have a couple of wells. We could get another one. We're probably going to need another farm. Actually, how expensive are farms? So there's no construction resources required for a field, which is good. We can put these two fields next to each other. This one is growing potatoes, so let's go ahead and well, we can't do this one yet until it's built, but we'll put corn on that one. We have a looting local. A couple of your colonists have spotted some sort of vehicle stuck down a deep crevasse. It might still have some useful stuff left inside it, but climbing down without proper gear will be dangerous. They want to try it nonetheless, claiming it will be worth the effort. Well, let's let them try. Got an injured colonist. One of the group is lowered down. The old 4x4 truck is precariously wedged between two rocks, teetering from one side to the other, but the climber insists it's safe to continue. As the passenger door is yanked open, one of the rocks gives in. The entire vehicle tilts and falls, hitting the climber painfully on the way down. The loot is gone for good, but at least no lives were lost. So it does make me wonder with these particular events, is it random? Is there a possibility that we could have had a positive outcome from that event and actually got some loot from it and not being injured? Or is there a sort of a middle ground where we got some loot but got injured as well? Is there a worse outcome where somebody died? These are all things I don't really know. So we've got an injured colonist. We do have somebody working in the medical tent, so that's fine. We don't have an awful lot of medicine. How do we build more medicine? Burial pits, medical tents. How do we get that as a supply? Shelter, it's going to be this, isn't it? Resources. Forester, sawmill, recycler, scrapper, tailor and tool shop. Yeah, I'm not seeing anywhere that allows us to build medical kits. Nuclear fallout is coming. Okay, so this sounds like this is one of these catastrophes. The horizon starts turning from blue to toxic green as the air seems to burn your lungs. These are the first signs of the impending danger. Intense radiation is a constant threat, with both colonists and crops withering and dying during nuclear fallout. New seeds cannot be planted before it's over. Severe cases of radiation sickness and thirst take their toll on everyone. Harvest crops before they wither. Stockpile iodine pills to treat radiation sickness quickly. Build more medic tents or assign more workers to existing ones to help those who are in need. Well, how do we stockpile iodine pills? I haven't seen a particular way to make them yet. It says harvest crops. Let's go and harvest now. We do want to get that done. And it does say potentially build another medical tent, although we are a little bit short on concrete right now. We still can't send you anywhere yet. So how do we get these iodine pills? Do we have to buy them? Is there a tech for them somewhere? Let's have a look in the help, see if it says anything. Plastic and metal, food, pollution deposits. Actually, I haven't seen anything about these yet. The post-apocalyptic landscape still holds some scars from the cataclysm. These pockets of pollution must be cleared before colonists can walk or build on them. For that purpose, unlock hazmat engineering technology and security branch of the tech tree. Okay. Gather food, injuries and other conditions. Meds greatly increase the speed of recovery and are automatically used directly from the warehouse when available. Iodine pills. Yeah, it doesn't say anything here about how we actually get them. Damaged buildings, salvaging buildings, dead colonists. One of your colonists has sadly died. Well, obviously, this is a tutorial pop-up, but we haven't had it yet because no one has died. Stay on the ground until buried. Other colonists do not want to see their fellows lying dead, so we basically build a burial pit. Okay, that's fine. Action point, scouting, scavenging, healing specialists. Oh, healing specialists, not healing specialists. Actually healing your specialists. Building management, research. Okay, so here's some of the things you can get. Nuclear fallout, magnetic storm, pandemic, meteor shower. Okay, interesting. Still nothing that's actually telling me that I can see about getting more medicine. Yeah, not seeing anything there, unless it's somewhere in the tech tree and I've missed it, which is a possibility. Colony, maybe? Doesn't look like any of that. Production, energy, junk. It's not going to be under food, I wouldn't have thought. It's all crops. Security, storage, hazmat engineering, medical center. Build a field hospital. So maybe it's only something we can get by scavenging. Maybe we can't actually build manufacture medical supplies. Maybe we just have to scavenge for those things. That's certainly going to be interesting. It is a fairly big map, though. I mean, if we zoom out, there's a lot of space that we haven't used. It's an incredibly large map, actually. So we've got plenty of spaces to build. Could certainly do with some more concrete. Can we prioritize a building? I thought we did move the stockpile over there. We did, actually. So we want to. There's no way to prioritize that we want the concrete, although we really do. We haven't got anyone assigned to the stockpile. Small concrete ruin, small concrete ruin, small concrete ruin. We've got plenty of wood. Let's move this work area over here and reduce this down so we can get that more quickly. Specialists now ready for action. So we're going to take you over here, get the science, get the research points. And that actually gave us 200. That's quite a nice amount right there. Do you actually need to return to the colony? I don't think you do. Because we've already just got 200 points there. So maybe we actually do get more if you return first. Because it looks like, mousing over you, looks like you've got something else there. There's 130 points remaining. Don't know if she has to come back to the colony first. We'll test that out. You are going to be corn, but we can't really plant yet. Now, as this, we said that we wanted this being harvested, but nobody appears to have gone to harvest it yet. Now, who would harvest that? Do we have workers assigned to it? Yes, we do. I have told you to harvest now, though. You are harvesting. Good. Okay, excellent. Can we build another medical centre? Can we afford it? It doesn't actually require concrete, and we do have the materials for it. Let's go and spread them apart. I guess it makes more sense to have some of these buildings a little bit further away from one another. This is a recycler, so this picks up plastic. Let's go ahead and move your work area over to here. We can cover both of those, actually. We do have 2 people working it. Hopefully we're not going to lose too many people. We have no iodine pills at all. You are injured. You are still... You've been injured for a long time. Why don't you ever just move in and get that sorted? You're still just kind of... No, you've got into the medic's tent now, which is good, I suppose. Learn more about the tech tree. One of your long-term objectives is to unlock new technologies from the 5 branches of the tech tree. You can now open it and choose your first technology. So are there any techs that we really want to get? We've got 200 points, so we could definitely grab communal eating, build a cookhouse and a logging camp. Logging camp produces firewood, which cookhouses and some other buildings need to operate. Energy production, solar panels and wind turbines. Provide energy in small quantities. Here we go. Provide energy in small quantities and require advanced materials such as parts and components to be built. Both can be found by scavenging locations in the world map. So I'm going to guess that's probably the same for medicine. Communal living. Shanties and tenements. Security, general storage. That would help stop thieves nicking things. Let's research general storage. And let's get communal eating. And we will also, on our next one, get communal living. And try and open like the sort of entry-level things in each branch when we can. We're probably going to need some concrete to build any of these things. So, general storage. Requires 22 concrete. Well, we haven't got anywhere near that. Cookhouse requires 5 concrete. Well, we don't have that either. And production, material gathering, sawmill. Also requires concrete. So concrete is our sort of crippler right now. So we're probably going to have to wait until after this disaster strikes, this catastrophe, and see what condition that puts us in. We're now down to just 2 medicine. Now, we can heal people up without medicine, but it is going to make our life difficult for us. Hopefully, we're going to be gathering some of this concrete now. No, it was this concrete, wasn't it? I think I found these small concrete ruins over here. Hopefully, we'll get these relatively quickly and start stockpiling them up. Yeah, because concrete's the only thing you've got in this area. Yep, you are gathering from that one. You're taking your time about it. Let's go up to speed 2 right now. I'm trying not to play too fast because I am still kind of learning the ropes of this game. And I don't want to just put it in fast forward and then miss something important happening. Our food actually is not too bad right now. We are still harvesting. So we'll get ourselves some more tatties. They're nearly done. Medical tent is completed. And I'm going to unassign someone from that medical tent. There's no point as having 2 of our haulers at the moment. I mean, we don't actually have anyone injured right now. We could remove somebody from the second tent, but I won't. Okay, so can you go back here and pick up more science? You can, so you didn't have to return home first. Right, and there is nothing left at the museum anymore. That's it. We've got all there is to get. With the look of things. Yeah, the museum is now empty. So that used all your action points. We want to go and explore one of the other neighbouring sectors, because we might find something there that we can use. There's nobody working that tent, that's fine. So we've now got 1 day until it strikes. Yeah, we're starting to get some concrete now. So stockpile is all building equipment. Food storage. Where is all our food? You were working on berries, weren't you? You're now not. Oh, no. Don't salvage. I wanted to move work area. They're a little bit close together and easy to accidentally hit the wrong one. So we have got some berries over there. But there's no food in food storage. We're putting most of our food over here in the bunker. We're not specifically using the food storage right now. I guess that's fine. Someone wants to venture outside the gate. A couple of colonists approach you. Let's never say a couple. Couple of colonists. I mean, yeah, slang, you could say couple of colonists approach you. It should be a couple of colonists approach you. Bear in mind, it is still early access. Requesting permission to open the gate. They've heard animal noises not too far away and would like to go hunting. It's dangerous business where people might get injured or worse, but the food could come in handy. One of these days, we're going to get a better... Yeah, we got one. Got a positive one. Hunters return with meat. There was indeed a herd of some ways outside the gate, grazing the glowing grass. Their crude tactics paid off and the colony received a nice hunch of meat. 23 venison. Nice. Okay, that's good. And that is now completed. So what are we going to build with the concrete that we have? Do we want to get the general store first? 22 concrete is a lot. And that would also use quite a lot of our metal. But I can't help feeling that having this is just going to be useful for us. So let's get the general stores in. And then we can... So what does this hold? Food, items, and high-end resources. I mean, the bunker we probably don't need to keep. Stockpile is building materials. Food storage, as you might expect, is food. So yeah, we will see. Anyway, nuclear fallout is coming. So we've got to wait for that. We've got a decent amount of food now, actually. Lots of jerky, lots of venison, mealworms. Where is all that food? Because it's not in here. Okay, there's a little bit of the jerky. And there's a little bit of food in here. Is the food actually on people? Or is it in the homes? You know, where is this? Where is the food? Because I'm not actually... Unless this is it, like, piling up near the door that people are collecting. Anyway, let's go ahead and reveal this area. And we've got ourselves some plastics. Well, yeah, sure, it's not bad. I mean... It's not something that we're terribly short of at the moment, but we might as well go and gather it if it's nearby. I really hope that this catastrophe isn't going to be too bad, not especially as our very first catastrophe. And we haven't found any additional medicines yet. So this is the tool shop. The tool shop is short of metals. We probably have enough tools to pause the tool shop right now. Because we don't want to be using all of our metal. I don't think we have anything that is using concrete. Taylor is using fibre, which is fine. Plenty of fibre. But yeah, metal we do want to save a little bit of, I suppose. We probably should... You are actually... We should harvest that straight away, really. Before the fallout strikes, because we are getting close to that happening. So, just go harvest as quick as you can. So you're paused. Construction here is almost complete. It is night time, of course, so that does slow things down. But water seems fine. Obviously, we don't have any energy yet. I wonder if we get wood from the... I know it says that the logging camps provide firewood, but I wonder if they also provide just general planks. Okay, specialists ready for action. So, sure, go get the plastic. There we go. And that is now empty. So she will need to return to base in order to drop that off. We'll actually go around the bottom here. We'll try and get those. We'll have a look at those on the way before we bring the plastics back, because we're in no great rush to get those. So there's general storage. We probably do want to move some stuff into there. And I don't know, do we want to salvage the bunker at some point? Do we not need it? Small concrete deposit is gone. That is fine. Let me just have a quick look at salvaging buildings, because I did notice it somewhere. Salvaging buildings. Once in a while you might want to demolish a building. The indicated starting stockpile is now probably quite empty. If you have a water tower built, you do not need it for it. And if you have a water tower built, you do not need it for anything anymore. Open its building menu. Right, so the initial stockpile looks like something that you can get rid of. So does this have a salvage area? No, so general storage doesn't have a salvage area. Stockpile needs that. Food storage. Bunker doesn't have a work area either. So why would you ever want to get rid of the stockpile? Because this is a building that allows you to salvage stuff. So you want to keep that, surely. Same with the food storage. This allows you to collect berries. But the bunker might possibly want to go. It's only got 20% health anyway. Although the bunker does store water. Also damaged. Small group at the gate. They look like they've been through a lot. Welcome the group in... ragged bunch shuffle slowly towards the gate. Their clothes are torn, dirty with traces of dried blood. One of them pleads, "Our caravan was torn to shreds by effing bandits. We got no place to go. Could you please help us? We'll give every little bit we have left for some medicine or shelter." Well, we don't have any medicine. Let's let them in. They've bought some food. They've bought some tools. We are going to need to build some additional housing because they will be homeless. So let's go ahead and build an emergency shelter. We have the materials required to do that. Hopefully we can find a decent spot to put the shelter. Over there seems fine. So we've got injured people. Right. Okay, there's unhappiness. Did somebody just die? What happened? People are homeless. We need to get people working in these medical tents. Let's go and get 2 in each. So here comes the unhappiness. The fallout has started. Now the question is, how long does this last for? Beware of the intense radiation and heavy rain. So we've got 2 medic tents with 2 people working in each one. That's probably the best we're going to be able to do for a while. Deposit depleted. That was berries. There is some more there, so that's fine. Build more shelters. We're working on that. So shelters being built down here. Of course, we do have some extra people now. Although, yeah, it was all adults that we picked up, which is good. I know it doesn't look like the number of carriers has gone up, but that's because we've just assigned 3 extra people to medical tents. So our survivor specialist is ready for action. So let's get you down and have a look at this one. And we can see this is a bandit lair. So we probably want to avoid that. And we'll back up. We'll come back this way around and drop off. So we have found bandits. Not necessarily a good thing. Also, our water surplus. I mean, we're at max storage anyway because of the bunker holding 300. So we don't really want to get rid of that bunker. Although we could build a water storage tower. We probably should build a water storage tower, actually. given the amount of... we've been at cap for a while. So yeah, the bunker is actually empty. What we should probably do is build a water tower and then get rid of the bunker. How much does a water tower cost us? And a water tower holds 600. So let's go and build a water tower over at the back here somewhere. And then we'll salvage the bunker. So we've got a few people who are infected. We've used all of our medicine now. We can actually research new things at this point. I did say that I wanted... Oh, so there's exploration as well. But I did want to get the communal living, which gives us shanties and tenements. So let's go ahead and research that. Hopefully we won't have to go too far or take too long to find some more science. But I'm going to end the video here because we're over the 20-minute mark. I hope you are still enjoying Surviving the Aftermath. I will carry on playing this because I am enjoying it and I do want to see more. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video.